going on, Jerome? So one of the reasons why 2024 was considered a rebuilding year by a lot of jabronis and haters and losers is because the Minnesota Vikings decided to take it on the chin, take their medicine, and eat $62 million in dead salary cap coming home to roost via void years with Kirk Cousins leaving. Same thing with Danielle Hunter and also Marcus Davenport, right? So it's one of those seasons where the team, just going to try their best, Johnny tryhards, and then we'll weather the salary cap storm, and then we'll go from there. But then the Vikings won 14 games. Is what it is, right? Mainly because so now the Vikings are in glorious salary cap shape, which is great because the Vikings, they don't have a ton of draft capital in 2025 because of the trade-ups for J.J. McCarthy, Diamond Dallas Turner. Worth it. Going to be worth it. So now, after Kwesi, after last offseason, had perhaps the greatest free agent class in NFL history with Cashman, AVG, Grenard, yes, Sam Darnold, Aaron Jones, and the like, has a chance to do it again. And this time, investing heavy cash in players coming off their rookie deals that the Vikings can have and grow and show here for their primes, and it's going to be glorious. So, Rob Brzezinski, Kwesi, they did again. So on a $275 million estimate for the 2025 cap, it was $255.4 in 2024. The Vikings are estimated to have $77.817 million in 2025 salary cap space, fourth most in the NFL via our friends over at SpotRec, which is good. It's pretty good. Also, that might be low, considering some of the new cash that's coming in from streaming services and whatnot. I mean, it could be as high as $285. So the Vikings are in business either way. They do have just shy of $6 million in rollover salary cap from this season. They do have $3.386 million in dead cap. Most of it is Louis Cine. Yeah, but like we said, the Vikings do have the fourth most cap space in the league behind the Patriots, the Raiders, as well as the Commies. So the Vikings look to be major players in free agency. And also, here's what's great too. The Vikings have all this cap space. Plus, if they want more, they can do simple restructures on players with large cap hits. Now, it's always a tricky game, right? So simple restructures are taking the base salary, which is generally very high for a player, and then converting that into a roster bonus and spreading out the cap hits up to 5 years. Now, generally, you only want to do that with players that are going to be there for the duration of the 5 years. Otherwise, you're taking dead cap hits on a player that's not going to be around, right? So that doesn't really make too much sense. But O'Neal, who's perennially a restructured candidate because he's a stud. Also, he's got a pretty weighty contract. Grenard, Hockenson, Jefferson could be all up in that mix as well. So the Vikings not only have a myriad of cap space, if they want to create more, they can certainly do that without affecting the long-term health of the Vikings salary cap situation, which, again, big props to Rob Brzezinski in that department. Of course, in-house, they do have a number of free agents. You're looking at Murph. You're looking at Cameron Beasley, Bynum in terms of big ticket items, but probably not bringing back Darnold in any capacity. Probably not bringing back Cam Robinson, even though it's like maybe he'll play guard. No. Cam Robinson's probably going to get $15-20 million bucks to go play left tackle for the Patriots or something like that. Also, you do have veterans like Aaron Jones. Is he back? Gilly, does he retire? Harrison Smith, does he retire? Etc. So there's going to be a couple, $5, $10, $20 million in cap space that's going to have to be spent on guys in-house. And that's exactly what you want to do. But of course, then I finally found the love of a lifetime. Trey Smith, no matter what. Like, I have never been all in on a guard since Jumpin' Joe Thuney back in 2021 or Steve Hutchinson, back in the day, 2006, poison pill contract. If that's what it takes, that's what it takes, man. And we said hammer interior offensive line and cornerback in free agency, and then draft BPA. Generally, it's going to be a defensive tackle as well as running back because the draft is insanely deep in both of those spots, and then go from there. But it's going to be beautiful to see what the Vikings do this offseason in free agency. And here's the thing, too. Draft is the lifeblood of a team, but free agency, you can sign for need, right? And we're always an advocate of best player available, BPA, because if you draft for need, it keeps you drafting for need, right? And now the Vikings have this great opportunity to completely reset the paradigm in terms of their offseason makeup and get a bunch of young players in here in their prime that are good, that can fit in the scheme in-house. You can afford it, and then the draft suddenly becomes as getting best player available as opposed to just need. going to be great. Absolutely love it, man. It's going to be good. Your thoughts are thoughts. Take a look at the Vikings cap situation heading into 2025. Let us know your thoughts. Our thoughts, comment section. You guys are the best you know to do. Skull production value.